When I first got started with 5 Links, it's kind of a funny story. I went home to try to explain the opportunity to my dad. I probably didn't get 2 sentences out of my mouth before he told me that I was crazy, it would never work. Drags me out in the garage, shows me boxes of soap from another company in the 80s that he was involved with, and starts to try to compare the two, 5 Links and that previous company that he was involved with. As I saw him get more and more frustrated, I became more and more excited because I knew the company he was telling me about was nothing like the 5 Links opportunity that I was trying to explain to him. Regardless, he was not going to look at the opportunity that night. I mean, he had his mind made up. However, he did become my first customer. My dad, 4 months later, after seeing the success that I was having, got involved with the business. My dad now is a national director with the company. It's unbelievable to see how people's eyes open and maybe their minds change and their ears open up as well as they see you begin to have success. Don't listen to people that have no knowledge of the subject that they're trying to, give you a little advice on. Playing basketball, I really learned how to lead a team, and that's essentially what you're doing here in this industry. Also learned to have the discipline, just the kind of a word I use is stick-to-itiveness, to kind of see things through and realize that there's a goal that we have set, like at the first of a season, that you've got to go through 50 games in order to reach that goal, and that it's not going to happen overnight, what you're trying to achieve. And that's the same thing in this business. You got to realize you got to set some short-term goals, just like I did when I was playing ball, but ultimately the long-term goals are what you're striving for, and you got to make it through a whole season. The biggest thing that I believe we've done as a team in this area is we have our own facilities, which are strictly dedicated to 5 Links, and it creates more of a brick and mortar approach, and it creates a lot of credibility. I go to the gym at all different hours. I walk in to work out, and they ask me, "What do you do?" Because we see you at all different times of the day. And just because one day I may feel like going at a different time than the other, well, that's what this opportunity gives me the ability to do. It also gives me the ability to travel, go places I never thought I'd be able to go, see things I never thought that I would be able to see at the age that I'm at. So what this business ultimately allows you to be able to do, honestly, is whatever you want. If you'll just put the time into it up front, where you can build a business that will pay you when you're not necessarily working. Music has always been very, very important to me. I've been passionate about it since a very young age. I've always wanted to pursue a music career, but I've never had the time or the money to support what I wanted to do. Well, 5 Links has given me both. So now I have the time to go out with my band and be able to play, practice, and do the things necessary in order to, achieve some of the goals that we've set for ourselves. I think the biggest personal satisfaction is when you can truly help others and see how you affect their lifestyle. And you hear the big numbers, and there are some extraordinary numbers and some extraordinary incomes that people are making with this opportunity or earning with this opportunity. But when you just see, a couple of $1,000s that's absolutely changed a family's life, that's something that, really just makes you feel good.